What's up, everybody? Ralin here, and now I'm gonna commentate over my Group Stage 1 duels. And I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make it to Group Stage 1 because I was the first round of duels for the qualifying rounds, but I made it. Nothing changes spec-wise for me in between the two stages. Gear-wise, I only got Tier 2 bracers, Band of Force concentration, and because I was able to get the Band of Force concentration, I ended up using my Tier 1 belt. So gear is exactly the same except for those three pieces. I did try really hard to get a one-handed weapon for these duels because I knew I was going to need it. But unfortunately, wasn't able to. I was even doing ZG like the morning before these duels. And there was about a week in between the Group Stage 1 and Group Stage 2, so basically one lockout. Yeah, spec is the same. Gear is pretty much the same. The duel orders are the same, so again, starting with Lock Druid. And my strategies overall didn't really change too much. So just gonna try and go through it. It's a 25-minute video already, so just gonna try and stop at key points. And yeah, let's watch and see what happens. Before this duel even starts, though, you can see right off the bat, it's kind of an off day overall for me. I'm not even using Mage armor in this duel for whatever reason. And yeah, so mistake already right there. But yeah, pretty much same strategy. You just want to burst him down, use Shadow Reflect. I'm using Shadow Reflector this duel. Just to try and reflect anything. And yeah, let's see. So he spell locks my poly, that's okay. Not sure what happens with that nade. I block because I'm already getting low. Use my pet Shadow Reflector. I Shadow Reflect dots, which is perfect, what I wanted to do. But there's a key point right there. He Frost Reflected my Frostbolt, and that will come into play later. May not seem like it now, but that was a huge mistake by me. Might have won the duel if that didn't happen, but continues on. Using instants, using my pet, I get a spell lock. Just trying to get him low. There's the Death Coil. And there he's low. I think he's going to use a Hellstone. Yep, there's a Hellstone. And there's my second block. So I'm going all in on this first duel. And that was actually kind of my theme throughout CDL Group Stage 1. I pretty much wanted to go 1-1 with everybody except for Rogue Warrior. I wanted to do 2-0. So if I went 1-1 with every class, that was pretty much my goal, considering I was just, pretty outgeared by everybody. Everybody except me and Keeps in this group had at least rank 13 or higher gear. So, that was pretty much my goal and my mindset going into it. So I'm going all in pretty much on the first duels with every single round. So here's an evocate. This is a key moment. So you see right there, I actually canceled my evocate a millisecond before that second tick. So those are probably the two biggest mistakes in these duels. The Frost Reflector and not getting that second evo tick, because as you'll see, he's and I'm I have a pet up. I think I can, get some damage, but I'm lower than he is. I get a Scorch. And, had I had a little bit more mana or not reflected that Frostbolt, that Frostbolt probably would have done 9% to him. But hey, two mistakes that cost me. He made a mistake by dotting into the reflector, but it's all good. And second duel, I don't have any blocks, so it's pretty much just a rush down with pets. Nade, counterspell. I actually get him pretty low, but again, he's just going to Hellstone back up. I have no way to clear the dots, so pretty much game over. There's not much I can really do other than instant and hope to get lucky. I tried to nade him and the pet there, but of course the pet resists. Just my luck. I might have gotten some damage off there, but dots are just way too much ticking away at me, and that's how that goes. Second set of duels versus Java Hulk, full Feral Druid. So same strategy, make him shift, make him go and the duel starts here. I get a nade right away. He opened, I don't even know what he opened with, probably, an ambush or whatever, but, I get a nade Frostbolt, so that was huge. Use pet, and, just begin the kiting game. Blink. These duels were actually probably two of my favorite duels of all of CDL. I got lucky. I barriered an Evis there, and just trying to get that distance. I get that counterspell. The counterspell was huge. He missed his War Stomp. There's the Frost Reflector, so sure not to Frostbolt into that. And he's at 10%. He's now. I pop a mana gem bandage. He's got innervate, so he's gonna shift again. I pop my cold snap right there, and just gonna keep trying to kite him as much as possible. I think I missed my cone of cold there. That was a big mistake. A lot of mana wasted. And now it's a chase down. I'm actually out of dual range right there, so I have to go back into dual range. Just keep kiting, keep kiting. I'm going to get a few ticks of Evo, which this was a key point in the duel that I think made me win, is getting those Evo ticks. Counterspell there. He charges, but I get a nade that looks like it's resisted. Lucky Frostbite proc, and the chase down is just still going. These were two fun duels. And look how low mana we both are, low HP. It's pretty much, even. I have to wand him. He misses that nade, which was huge because now I'm going to eat and drink, another key point. He let me eat and drink there, which was a mistake. And then I make sure he doesn't get to eat or drink. He moonfires there. He probably should have just waited to shift instead of moonfiring, but hey. And I'm just so and he's and it's just poking each other till the death. But here at the end, something's going to happen. I get an eat right there, big mistake by him. Right here, I get a clear cast, and I'm able to arcane missiles, and that clear cast pretty much won me the duel. Had I not gotten that, I may not have won. Now, let me go just back real quick. I made a huge mistake in the second duel versus the Druid. Right here, I'm trying to pre-nade his opener. It's kind of a cheesy move. I have a macro for it. I think I must have just not had the right macro. Something went wrong. Maybe I misclicked. I'm going to use a grenade before the duel even starts. Huge misplay, huge mistake. Still end up winning somehow. And here I'm like stopping. I'm like, what is happening? Where's my macro? And eventually I just say, forget it, it's over. Just wait to open. He opens on me. And kiting game begins. I have to AoE his peasants down. And I use my battle chick in this duel. It gets rooted. And I am low pretty quick, but so is he. Get the counterspell. That was huge. And he's trying to run away now, but I'm not going to let him. My chicken is still rooted. And now we kind of both go for a reset here. And he's going to re-stealth. I try and get him out with a blizzard. I don't get him. And I'm just going to eat and drink. Here I'm going to make another huge mistake. I'm going to max rank Flame Strike. Again, off day, huge mistake. I'm using max rank. I wanted to use rank 1. And you can see here again, I'm actually going to stop and go like, oh, what happened to my mana? But I still pretty much get it all back anyway. So it's kind of pointless. But, he's going to open again. And same kiting game. I think I actually got him out of stealth there. That was huge. And I improved counterspell just to stop the moonfire spam from him. My battle chicken is still on him. That nade gets resisted. And I have to block that bash so I don't get just chunked down with my HP while he's in cat form. And he doesn't have innervate this duel, so it's pretty much win for me. I use another pet because I want to make sure I keep him in combat so he doesn't drink while I finish him off. There's my mana gem again. And he netted me, but he doesn't have the mana to shift, so it doesn't really matter. And I think I'm going to get a quick drink right here. Again, you should have never let me do that. The nade misses. Nova, Cone of Cold. And now pet and wand him to death. And he's he can't do anything. And yeah, so there we go. Went 0-2 to the lock, 2-0 with the Druid. Doing okay, I guess, so far. These duels versus Bean, though. So fun fact, me and Bean have dueled a few times in Durotar and gone back and forth a little bit. He has a new bow now, though. And these duels are different. We're going to use a lot more, kind of tricks and stuff, but these are probably my worst duels versus Bean. I don't have Skull, which is huge. Usually you would Skull one duel and then pop cooldowns the next duel, but I don't have Skull. he's going to scatter Rocket Boot right away. And looking back, this was a huge mistake. I should have ice blocked right away, blinked, and used my Rocket Boots, but I just decided to eat it. There's the Viper Sting, blink, and he's got Rocket Boots, so I just can't close the gap. He lands it. I mean, Bean plays this perfect. Now, I ice blocked there for 2 reasons. I had Viper Sting, a slow, and he was about to multi-shot me. Now, you'll see why I ice block early in the next duel, but I know with that bow, he's going to do a shit ton of damage, and, I just wanted to avoid it, keep my HP high, keep my barriers up, so I block there. I'm going to rank 1 Frostbolt. I think he's going to Frost Reflect it. And right there, he got an improved Concuss. I go for a Sheep, but he feign deaths it, and now I use my Rocket Boots. I'm in range. Now I'm where I want to be, in his dead zone, getting him down. He's going to scatter me, and he doesn't trap me there. I think he used Trinket or Spider Belt to get out of that. I use my Mana Gem. Barrier, I Cold Snap there. And now I'm and there was a huge mistake. I wanted to nade him and the pet. I only got his pet, and that's going to cost me because he's going to get a Viper Sting, and I'm not going to get my full Evo. So that probably was the duel right there. I'm about to go He's almost though. And I'm Viper Stung. He's I'm and he takes me from 30% to nothing with 1 auto shot. Looking back, I should have blocked right away. I should have used both my blocks in that duel, went all in, but I didn't. But hey, it's okay. This duel is hilarious. Use my Peasant Collars to avoid a trap. Again, it's that same scatter opener. I should just block that. I don't know why I don't. Had I had Skull, it would be completely different. He mortars me, gets me down, and I block again because he's about to do it. A multi-shot, auto shot, arcane shot, which might have taken me down to nothing, and I clear a Viper Sting. So there he reflects that rank 1 Frostbolt. That was huge by him. Had I snared him, I probably would have caught him, and the duel would have been a lot closer, but now I have no blocks. There's my blink, and here's the key point in this duel. Improved Concuss, no block, no blink, nothing I can do. I have to eat it, and look at my HP. Gone. So, hey, Bean worked really hard for that gear, and that's what happened. So, I wasn't happy with those duels at all. Coming off of those duels, I definitely had, I was pretty unhappy. So, not in the best mindset. And here we go versus Trickster, Shadow Priest. Again, one of my hardest counters. I've also dueled Trickster in Durotar a couple times. I've actually never beaten him in Durotar, so I knew it was a long shot for me to beat him. But I'm going all in on this first duel, Shadow Reflector, and I'm just going for the poly, poly, rebuff, get his shield down, and then he gets a lucky blackout proc. I can't even get all my buffs up that I want. And, he just is so geared. Look at the Shadow Ward Pain just ticking down 10%. Look at this. 1 poly, rebuff, 1 Shadow Ward Pain. I'm already at 50%. Crazy. And he uses the Shadow Reflector. Luckily, I don't reflect it, or else it probably would have been over. I blink the nade. He uses his Fire Reflector. I nade. My Peasant Collars break it, so probably a misplay by me. He heals. And I'm trying to get him So I'm trying to get him and go for a reset. And I block the Mind Blast, poly. And I got so lucky he did not put a Shadow Ward Pain up here. I'm going to bandage. So this is good. Even though the Shadow Ward Pain almost killed me already, I got a blink, or I blocked the Mind Blast, sheeped him without a dot, and bandaged up. But look, my sheep breaks early. He gets another Shadow Ward Pain. That's probably where I lost the duel right there, honestly. Because that Shadow Ward Pain is just going to tick away at my HP. And I have my second block ready now. And he's almost He fakes my counterspell. That was huge by him. And I try and Shadow Reflect his Mind Blast. I don't think he actually casted it, so that was an awesome play by Trickster. Had I Shadow Reflected that, it probably would have been over. So here he's So I made a huge mistake right there. Instead of Cone of Cold, I should have started casting a sheep, block, and been fine. But no, because I made that mistake of not sheeping right away, he gets a blackout proc, I blink, and that's it. It's over. So huge mistake. And I had him Had I got that reset, I probably would have won. Which is so hard to do. If you look at his gear right here, he has full rank 13 Locomere, all the best gear. So he was my hardest duel. Second duel. I'm gonna try to just use pets, same strategy, but it's definitely not the same without those ice blocks. I can't live through that dot at all. So you pretty much can guess how this ends. But hey, yep, and there it is again. I'm at 60% before I even touch him, before I even get a shield off. And just use my pets, try and burst him down. I go backwards there because my pets are on him. I'm gonna try and just get some HP back. I mean, look at that. I was at like 30% already. And silence, no block. I try and grenade. I get the grenade. Make myself live for another second, but it's over. I'm at 4% dead. And yeah, nothing I can really do without ice blocks versus a Shadow Priest or a Reflector. So here we go. Elemental Shaman, full rank 14. I start this duel good, sheep him, kill the totems. So starting good. And this duel is another duel I was really upset I didn't win. I mean, this duel goes on for a while, and I feel like I had control pretty much this whole duel. But I just wasn't able to kill him. And I've also dueled Beast AF and Durotar a few times. Again, I've not been able to beat him. Get close, but just can't seem to finish it. And you'll see here sort of the same thing. So, I'm just keeping distance, rank 1 Frostbolt, Scorch, get his groundings down. Got my Peasant Callers on him to kick back. And there, I counterspell his heal. This is exactly what I want. He's Nova'd, improved counterspelled, and I just want to burst him. And this is my opportunity to finish him pretty much. And look, he's at 11%, and he's about to get a healing wave. I guess he must have faked that CS. And this was pretty much my opportunity to win. Since I didn't finish it here, I knew it was going to be an uphill battle. But, he just is able to get full heals, and I'm never really able to get him down that low again throughout the duel. Again, I have control of the duel pretty much the whole time, but, it doesn't matter. Right there, if you see he popped his Elemental Mastery, and watch what I do. Boom, I block right away. Probably like, what the heck? Why did he just ice block? Like, if you're watching this live, you're like, why did he just ice block? But you'll see why in the next duel. And I don't know if he meant to do that or if it was just a misplay because he's just healing, so not sure, but just again, resheep, reset, just doing everything I can to try and get that set up to where I counterspell him low and finish him off in a Nova or a Nade. So here we go, kill the totems, resheep, and again, sheep breaks early. It's just the worst luck ever when that sheep breaks early. I ice buried that chain lightning, so that was good. Got another sheep. And I'm pretty much losing here. I'm at 44%. He can one-shot me from 44% to nothing, as you'll see, if you didn't see it already in the highlight clips. But that's why I'm running away, going for the eat and drink, because I need to be full HP for this. So long duel. I'm just going to go for a full rebuff for the purges and pretty much full reset at this point. -1 block. And there we go. Now he's frostbolted, so now I can go for another sheep, get another sheep, kill the totems. And so this is another setup that should have been good for me, but let's keep watching, see what happens. Again, sheep breaks early. There goes all my burst. He uses Peasant Callers. I have to AoE them down. And I'm getting low HP, low mana again. So again, I have to get him in a sheep, bandage, run away. Just try and get that reset every time. He puts a grounding down and he's going to eat and drink. Rank 1 Frostbolt. Rank 1 Frostbolt. And now I'm just waiting for sheep DR. Waiting for sheep DR and just keeping him slowed that whole time. So he can't shock me. I'm waiting for another grounding. Chain lightning. And I actually just end up going for an improved counterspell poly. Because I didn't want to get shocked or grounded, so I said screw it. Just gonna improve counterspell, get him. Max rank Frostbolt. I use my Dragonling again. And right there, I don't know what I did. I blinked for no reason. Huge mistake. I think I was trying to actually counterspell, but missed. My Nade's resisted, so he gets that full chain lightning. That was huge. He gets a grenade on me. I think lightning bolt or shock. Oh, I blocked. Okay, so there's my second block. And again, he's low, but I just don't have enough, a nade or a counterspell to stop those heals. And now I'm so pretty much over at this point. And I die. So, I had my opportunity in the beginning, 11% his gear versus my gear, I guess. Just wasn't able to finish it. And here's the second duel. No commentation needed. Let's see what happens. So that cloaking device, pretty sneaky, because if he chain lightning Earthshocks me, he can kill me from that gnomish cloaking device, but I don't know why he didn't even really seem to chase me. I just kept running because I didn't want him to get any casts off. And nade, elemental mastery, chain lightning, dead. And I got one shot. Hey, is what it is. It happens. So here we go, Zetox, the rematches. This was another duel where just got so close but just couldn't finish it. So frustrating. Especially in this duel as well. I felt like I pretty much had full control. So just kind of watch this. My plan is just to kite him and just watch out for the helm and the FAP. There's the helm. So learn from my duels last time, not blocking this. That's another long one. So we'll just watch it. He's going to get 3 first aids in this duel, which was huge. I mean, he did 3 first aid, healing pot, life-giving gem, last stand. He just has so much healing. It's crazy. And again, Zetox played this really well. He's playing my mana game. He has the HP to do it, and the trinkets and the gear, so I get a resheep, so this is all good, all going in my favor. I'm waiting for my barrier right here because I want to make sure that's up at all times, and then, just kiting him as much as possible. He's trying to juke my Nova, I think, there. And there's the FAP. Rocket boots just like last duel. But I'm not out of duel range this time, so he's going to bandage. This could have been really bad. But luckily, I'm going to get a polymorph here, which is going to be huge. And I don't know why he didn't pummel it. He probably thought I was going to fake him, but I mean, I either polymorph him there or I die. So he definitely should have pummeled me. Mistake by him. And now he's another full sheep, so I can eat. The FAP is gone. And I should have a pretty good chance from here. And that poly breaks early again. It's the worst luck. I have a macro for this now, though, so this doesn't happen anymore. He's going to mount up. He misses his nade there. And I'm fireballing here because I think he equipped a frost reflector while he was sheeped. I don't think he did, though. I think he actually used it the second duel, but that was the only reason I fireballed there. And, it's the chase down. Just there's, I think, my cold snap, because I cold snap barrier because I see I'm getting pretty low. Oh, there's the frost reflector. He misses it, so that was a huge misplay. Had he gotten that, that probably would have changed a lot. And I have no mana. Again, I'm getting him so low, but just can't finish him with all these heals that he has and the FAP. There I made a mistake. I used my peasant callers. My thought was to keep him in combat so he doesn't mount up or eat or drink. But he's really smart. He charges, intercepts. So it closes the gap and I have to blink. It's okay though. I mean, and there, he's 1%. This is where I should have won, but I wasn't able to finish it. Yep. Oh, Whipper Root too, bro. So he's got just so many heals. It's just crazy. He's 11%. I'm and I'm trying to finish him. I think he used Last Stand or Life Giving Gem there. He misses his grenade. That was huge. He would have won had he landed that grenade. I get the barrier, and he's at 12% again. And he's in a Frostbite. I'm getting a max rank Frostbolt. It should do so much damage. And there he uses the health potion, and that's it after that. I mean, I have nothing. I don't know how he connected with me there. Spell batching is awful. Should have never hit me there. I was so far away, but he did, and it's too many. I just let that duel go on too long. He had too many heals. Didn't finish him off when he was at 1%. But yeah, it was a really good duel. I was really frustrated I didn't win that. But he didn't have many cooldowns this duel. So I thought this would be a lot easier. I honestly feel like this duel was a little bit too easy. Like he wasn't really trying like he was before or something. But I win this pretty easily, I would say. At least compared to the first. Not easy, but easy compared to the first duel. So I sheeped his intercept there. That was just really unlucky by him. And I just rank 1 Frostbolt and say, forget it. I'm just going to kite him. Use more Scorches this duel so I don't go He misses that grenade. That made him eat a ton of damage. And he's trying to juke my Nova. But nope. And I'm just keeping him in combat, keeping him snared. Nothing crazy, just some rank 1 Frostbolt, Scorch, Nova. Always save Blink for intercept right away. Get a lucky Frostbite proc. He tries the bandages. I get another Frostbite proc. And just finish him off with the Scorches. So I was pretty happy with the second duel. But really mad that, I lost versus, the Hunter and the one duel versus the Shadow Priest. But here we go. Versus Guzu again. Another rematch from the previous qualifying duels. And, just trade cooldowns, kite. I'm going to make a huge mistake in this first duel, though, coming up here. So normally when a rogue blinds you, you ice block right away. He blinded me at 100% HP, so I didn't block it right away. I was trying to throw him off a little bit and block late in the blind. And he ends up stabbing me out of that ice block instead of me getting a Nova. So that was a huge mistake. I think I was still in the global cooldown when I did that. So that's how he was able to get that sap off. So Guzu really couldn't have started this duel any better. He made me waste a block. He has me in another sap. He really should win this pretty easy. But you'll see what happens. So he's going to chunk me down with an ambush. And he takes me to 58% with one ambush. And I use my AB trinket and just let the kiting begin. So he vanished. Got another cheap shot. I blink, PvP trinket away, I get a lucky Frostbite proc. I cold snap Ice Barrier right away. And he got the grenade, but it's okay because I fire warded it. And he used a Gnomish cloaking device, but I get him out of it with a Blizzard, Sheep, Bandage, and get like 1 or 2 ticks. He trinkets it, I blink backwards, counterspell him to keep him in combat. And there was 2 huge mistakes. My grenade was way off. And I missed that Cone of Cold. Had I hit that Cone of Cold, I think I would have won this duel. I Nova so here, okay. So I'm actually out of dueling range right here. He's chasing me down. And I Nova him, he gouges me. So now I'm stuck in a full gouge with crippling poison. But I'm out of duel range this whole time. And I kind of go sideways to avoid his attacks. I use a mana gem. And I start casting a poly, again, out of duel range this whole time. I'm trying to walk back into duel range, but not walk into him. I go for a poly, but I actually cancel this poly because I see I literally have like 1 second to get back into the duel range. Well, I didn't cancel it. I got it, but I thought about canceling it to get back into dual range because I only had a 1 second. But literally, as I got that poly off, I was out of dual range, and that was it. Even me getting that poly there, I should have been able to poly him, reset, and win from there. But I was out of dual range, so the duel ended. The judges went to, review the VODs, and they pretty much said that I didn't make every effort to get back into dual range, which I guess is technically true since I casted the poly instead of going back into dual range. So not happy about it, but I actually think they made the right call. Unfortunate. I think I would have won that duel had I, had maybe another second to get back into dual range. He was in a full poly. But hey, they give him the win, and second duel now, and same strategy, trade cooldowns. And I'm gonna nade sheep just like I did in the qualifying rounds. And pretty much I have the duel from here. Just waiting for that crippling to come off. And my poly breaks early. Counterspell, rank 1 Frostbolt just to keep him in combat. He vanishes there, and then this is a funny part, so look right here. He vanishes and I blizzard. But look, he's behind that tree stump. I actually did not see him at all. I thought he went the other way, but props to you, Guzu. You got me on that one. I didn't see him at all. As you can see, I'm arcaning, explosioning because I think he's gonna try and chase me down. So I'm just buying time, eat and drink. I think I'm gonna flame strike here, and I did put my rank 1 flame strike this time. So don't make the same mistake twice. But now it's another reset. That was pretty funny at Guzu. I didn't see him there behind those trees. And another opener, I think. Gouges me. He vis me again. Nade him. He blinds me. Not gonna mess up this block. Block it right away. I missed that cone of cold. That was huge. Got a lucky frostbite proc. And he uses frost reflector, so I fireball. And it's pretty much GG from here. Keep him slowed, run away. Rank 1 Frostbolt again, never let that fall off. Nova. Scorch. Cone of Cold. Scorch again. And that's it. So thanks everybody for watching. There's all of my duels. Hope you learned as well as I learned myself, watching these, learning from my mistakes, watching what I can do better. And yeah, overall the CDL was a lot of fun. Glad I did it. Glad I got invited. Thank you to everyone who hosted this and was able to put this on for everyone. I know a lot of work went on the back end for it. Of course, all the donations. And yeah, I definitely would like to be back for the next season. Hopefully better geared this time. And as far as overall with my performance, I think the biggest thing was just being out of practice. Getting to this point in vanilla WoW takes a lot of time to get this gear, get the consumables. So I hadn't really practiced dueling seriously for a long time, especially not using consumables and everything like that. But so hopefully next CDL I want to be better geared and a lot more practice on my dueling. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.